Well, well. What's going on? It's Jade Green from the Black Creatures. I'm wearing my Erykah Badu Apocalypse 3 hoodie, and this week has been really hard. But you know what? I'm thirsty for the truth. So I want to talk to you all about propaganda. So Urban Dictionary cites 4 different definitions. The first refers to propaganda as propaganda released by police or sheriff's departments that presents a rosy view of what police work actually entails. Second definition, images of cops rescuing kittens from trees and fixing children's bicycles. The third definition cites articles written about hero cops who save lives but ignore all of the taser deaths and corruption within the unit. And the fourth definition refers to the group or gang mentality that is displayed by members of the police force, which asserts that police can do no wrong and therefore are above the laws that they are supposed to enforce. Okay, y'all, newsflash. All of your faves are problematic. If you don't believe me,
you've got some truth to uncover.
So with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and expose some of my faves. I've never really been a big TV watcher because I historically don't have cable in the places I'm living, because the internet is more stimulating, or because I'm just real dang busy all the time. But I have some struggles with propaganda. And I think the free space on this for anyone who's ever worked with children or like has friends with kids and they actually like those kids would be Paw Patrol. Weird ass show. My top 2, it's gotta be Law and Order Special Victims Unit and The X-Files, which is my favorite show of all time. Like, none of that shit was accurate. For example, the number of sexual assault cases that are actually prosecuted as opposed to the ones that are reported. Let's say there's 100 people who are being tried for rape. Up to 4 of them on a good day, right? Up to 4 of them will have real tangible charges brought up against them. If you're into that whole punishment means justice thing, which is a different conversation. There are a bunch of synthesized resolutions, as if things are really clear-cut like that. Not even in everyday human life, but in the world of legalese. There was also very few black people on the X-Files and SVU. And when there were black people on the show, more often than not, they were portrayed as generally criminals and rapists. So Cops. And then Cops was sort of showing people a slightly more accurate depiction of policing in the United States. But statistics show the majority of a police officer's time goes to working on paperwork and traffic violations and other nonviolent crimes. Very little time is dedicated to actually interfacing with violent criminals, especially considering I think it was 2018, the Supreme Court ruled that the police have no legal obligation to intervene in situations where a civilian is experiencing violence. Cops have no legal obligation. They serve and protect private property. It's in the job description. So yeah, Cops was showing a slightly more uncut version of policing. But of course, the authenticity of these narratives fall victim to the sensationalism that we have grown up with in American culture for the last 100 years. And you know our commercials be on the same thing. But what's the problem with a little bit of propaganda?
Yo, this is wrong, man. Wrong.
For a fly, that man was unarmed. Put the camera down.
Nah, homie. Keep that camera up.
You wanna go to jail, son?
Jail? For what? Freedom of speech?
He ain't breaking any laws, man. He ain't threatening nobody.
Stand up for people. No, there's some time and a place. Right now. Eyes up.
Gotta go.
This is important.
Come on, man. You're important.
I mean, it's important to acknowledge there's no such thing as ethical consumption in the system that we're living in, even if you're Beyonce. Rather, it is more important what you do with the information that you receive and the messages that are sent to and through you. But yeah, what's the problem with propaganda? Just a little bit? I mean, that's for you to decide. All I can say is it really doesn't sit right on my heart that while the citizens of the world are asking for the truth and are asking for black people's lives to be honored and valued, police and officials are still just posing for photo ops. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to the garden I so appreciate you watching these videos, and I hope we get to interface soon. Bye.